Hello, it is already race number 5 and this weekend we are on home soil in Canada, Montreal, about an hour away. We're in Toronto right now, CN Tower behind me. In this video, we're going to review my lineup from last Grand Prix, attack the track, aka understand the twists and turns of Montreal, go back in time and see who's won and lost in the past on this racetrack, flies, and finally, predict the future. What lineup should I have this week in my hopes to become the F1FF Rookie Grand Prix World Champion? Let's get into it. So last week, my investments paid off and I had built up $109 million to switch my whole lineup to a double constructor build out, which looks and seems like the best way to operate at the moment and gain points and asset value. I dropped Haas for McLaren and boy did that feel good. Initially, I was supposed to go for a Mercedes and Ferrari build out, but Lando ended up dominating the practice race, so I switched to Team Papaya instead. Final result, Mercedes did end up scoring more than Ferrari at least, but at least I ended up buying a cheaper constructor in McLaren who has a potential for higher asset value soon in the future. Here is a better look at my Japan to Miami team switches. I had 3 transfers. Check out the standings. I'm in third place this week. The only thing holding me back from number 1 was the fact that Hulkenberg decided to DNF 13 minutes before the race. I was so distraught. You can see a clip of me here.
You cannot race it?
Direct sunlight is
Why is
Hulkenberg? Nico Hulkenberg's
what?
tells the story.
Oh!
The man behind him is yet to make it.
What the? DNF minus 20 points. And also somewhere along the way, Lawson decided to play bumper cars with Gasly and he also DNF'd. I didn't even see that clip in the end. Anyways, unlucky, uncontrollable, but I'm happy with my standings. Going back, Montreal, the city of rich French-Canadian heritage. That was such a horrible accent. A little bit of history on the Montreal track. So, fun fact, in 2011, they held the longest race, let me check the amount, in F1 history, 4 hours, 4 minutes and 39 seconds. The reason why it was the longest race is due to torrential rain. Definitely not raining like it said it was today. I hope it's not raining. Actually, I hope it is raining, to be honest, this weekend to get a little bit of action. Although, I'm not using my no negative. So you know what? Canada, stay sunny. The 2025 pole positions. Russell, Verstappen, Antonelli, Piastri, and Leclerc were last year's pole positions. Where is Lando in this top 5, you may ask? Lando and Oscar had a little tete-a-tete. Didn't crash, but Lando had to retire his car. Piastri ended up finishing, as you see. Will Lando make amends with this track? Will Russell feel confident to beat out Antonelli this year? Tune in this weekend. Attack the track. This track has 14 turns. It's known for its heavy stop-start braking because there's lots of chicanes. Apparently there's a very dangerous hairpin. I tried that in the F1 simulator and my goodness, I have the most respect for these drivers now. Even more than I did over the past couple of races, just getting into F1 head on and you're driving and you have to go for a full stop around the corners in these hairpins. It's not easy. It's not easy. I used to think these millions of dollars were too much for the drivers. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. It is so lovely out here. Strategy time. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the app and check out what these lineups are looking like at the moment. Time to switch up my lineup. So right now we have Antonelli, Ocon, Colapinto, Hulkenberg and Lawson, as well as Ferrari and McLaren. So for this week's strategy, I have 2 builds I'm considering. Option A is the McLaren and Mercedes build out double M's. If I do this, I'm gonna have to sub out Lawson for Bottas, and Lawson is estimated to fall this week, so no love lost there. But Bottas is gonna need 5 points at least to avoid a price fall, which he hasn't achieved yet this season. He needs 8 points for a max price rise. Likely, I don't think so. And worst case, he could lose me 0.9 million. Luckily, my other drivers are gonna hold down the fort, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to having Bottas on my team. Option B, have faith in Ferrari and Papaya. I have made the big move last week and I could stick with them, keep that switch and switch out Lawson and Hulkenberg and have enough for Bortoleto and Alonso. Bortoleto needs 5 points to avoid a price fall and 9 points for a max price rise. Here's his point history for the year. Alonso, he needs -2 points to avoid a fall and then 5 points for a max price rise. And so here again is his history this season so far. Help a girl out and let me know what you think in the comments for strategy. Oh, I am littered in flies. What's wrong with this hair? Woo!